In the silence of the night, when the world fades away and all that remains is the echo of our thoughts, we find ourselves alone with the essence of our being. It is in these moments that the weight of existence presses upon us, revealing the true nature of our minds. We, as seekers of wisdom, must navigate the turbulent seas of life with a steady hand and an unshakable heart. The ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers us a compass, guiding us through the storms with principles forged in the fires of human struggle and resilience. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. We are bound by the immutable laws of nature. Some things lie within our power, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while others do not. The Stoic sage Epictetus taught, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." We must cultivate the strength to distinguish between the two, to exert our will over what we can, and to surrender to the rest with grace. The power of perception. Our perception shapes our reality. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, reminds us that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. We must guard our minds, filtering our perceptions through the lens of reason and virtue. By doing so, we strip away the illusions that cloud our judgment, revealing the truth that lies beneath. Live according to nature. To live in harmony with nature is to align ourselves with the universe's rational order. We are but a small part of a vast, interconnected whole. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, urges us to follow nature, for in doing so, we find our purpose and place in the world. We must strive to live in accordance with our true nature, embracing simplicity, humility, and the pursuit of virtue. Memento mori. Embrace mortality. Death is the great equalizer, the inevitable end that awaits us all. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think, writes Marcus Aurelius. The awareness of our mortality should not paralyze us with fear, but inspire us to live fully, with purpose and urgency. Every moment is precious, a gift to be cherished and used wisely. Amor fati, love your fate. To love one's fate is to accept the path laid before us, with all its trials and tribulations. Nietzsche, though not a Stoic, echoed this sentiment when he spoke of amor fati, the love of fate. We must embrace every aspect of our lives, not with resignation, but with a deep appreciation for the lessons and growth they bring. Our challenges are not curses, but opportunities to strengthen our character. The dichotomy of control. There are things within our control and there are things outside of it. This fundamental principle, emphasized by Epictetus, forms the bedrock of Stoic thought. We must focus our energy on what we can influence, our thoughts, actions, and choices, while releasing our grip on that which lies beyond our power. In this surrender, we find freedom. Virtue is the only good. In the Stoic worldview, virtue is the highest good, the only thing truly worth striving for. Wealth, fame, and pleasure are fleeting. They hold no lasting value. As Seneca observed, virtue alone affords everlasting and peace-giving joy. We must orient our lives around the pursuit of virtue, cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance as our guiding stars. Practice misfortune. To prepare for life's inevitable hardships, we must practice adversity in our minds. Seneca advises us to rehearse death, exile, torture, all the evils, that we may never shrink from them. By mentally rehearsing misfortune, we diminish its power over us. Building resilience and fortitude, we become unbreakable. Accept the present moment. The present is all we truly have. Confine yourself to the present, Marcus Aurelius implores. We must resist the pull of the past and the anxiety of the future, anchoring ourselves in the here and now. In this moment lies the power to act, to choose, and to live fully. We must seize it with both hands. Negative visualization. Negative visualization is a powerful Stoic exercise. By imagining the loss of what we hold dear, we come to appreciate it more fully. Epictetus advises, begin with a cup or a household utensil. If it breaks, say, I was prepared for this. Proceed then to a person, and if you kiss your child or your wife, say that you only kiss things which are human, and thus you will not be disturbed if either of them dies. This practice teaches us to hold our attachments lightly, preparing our minds for inevitable change. Overcome destructive emotions. Emotions, if unchecked, can lead us astray. The Stoics recognize the danger of allowing passions to control us, advocating instead for the mastery of our inner lives. Seneca wrote, "If you would judge, investigate. If you would be at peace, refrain from taking part in other people's affairs." By maintaining emotional discipline, we rise above the turmoil of anger, envy, and fear, finding peace within ourselves. Remember the greater whole. We are not isolated beings, but part of a greater whole. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "What brings no benefit to the hive brings none to the bee." Our actions ripple through the world, affecting others in ways we may never see. We must act with this awareness, striving always for the common good, for the benefit of all. These principles, when woven into the fabric of our lives, form a shield against the storms that life inevitably brings. We are not passive recipients of fate's whims, but active participants in the shaping of our destiny. By embracing these Stoic tenets, we cultivate an inner strength that nothing can break, a tranquility that no external force can disturb. In the end, we are not alone in this journey. We walk the path together, guided by the wisdom of those who have come before us. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig. Let us dig deep and find within ourselves the strength to endure, the wisdom to act, and the courage to live according to the principles that nothing can affect. Together we stand unshaken. Together, we embody the spirit of Stoicism.